Is he here? He's here. Not so much. Nikita!
Someone listening for us.
It's hard. Show me the biggest. Show me the biggest. He's not.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that, Dean. I'm just trying to stay chill. Every other day. Well, it's been a little more than every other day this week, but I'm just putting out a lot of content this week.
It's a better video for Christmas. I'll show you
Eating limit at Hayden.
What's the buy me an apple? I got an apple right now. I just go on a decent. Yo.
Wait, you know. Oh,
Someone's got to do it.
hey, buddy. Yeah, I know. We stand for.
Chill, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty chill. I think most of the time. I know what you're saying. Hi, Rory. How are you? I'm just chilling like a villain, not am. I gotta go soon though, because I got a debate with Irvin in a few days. Gotta prepare. The debate will be Thursday, April 11th, so it's 4 days from now. That'll be at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be streamed live on YouTube and StreamYard, and then uploaded afterwards to YouTube. That will be on Once Saved, Always Saved. That'll be Born Again versus Catholicism. So that's where that is. Hey, Rory. How are you, brother? Will you do a video? Bible study on self-defense since you believe in. Yes, I will. I will. I'm gonna make that video tomorrow. There you go. I'm good. No, I'm talking about Dean. I'm talking about a formal debate. I'm going to do a formal debate with a Catholic. So it won't be like this format. That'll be me and a moderator and a debater. It's a formal debate. So it'll be it'll be me and a moderator and a debater. We're gonna have like 10 minutes opening. I open, he responds, I give rebuttal, he gives rebuttal. 5 minute, 2 5-minute crosses each. So I will start with the cross examination. He'll respond. I'll respond to his response, and he'll respond to mine. And then we're gonna have 10 minutes closing statements. And then Daniel, our moderator, will ask about 20 minutes of Q&A from people who have submitted questions to Daniel. So if you want to ask me or Arvin questions, you have to submit them to Daniel, whose Twitter handle is at Darwin to Jesus. If you want to ask questions for the debate, you must submit them to Daniel. Right, moderate. Yes, I do believe in the Trinity.
That's weird if there's shit in the Reno. Get up and do yourself.
Fun eating all day.
You guys are young.
Maybe take like some baseball.
Yeah, so I'll be 43 in a little under 2 weeks.
Tasted like
Well, it's hard to tell how old someone is when you don't have a picture of yourself.
which I feel like is more.
I have no idea how old you were, Rory, because there's no picture of you. Same with Dean, so which is fine, but just it's hard to gauge age if you don't have a picture of the person. Bible study on self-defense. You sound like an odd question, and of course, this man believes in Trinity, as you should. So I think Dean 11. Why would you think he was 11, Dean? Why would you think that Rory was 11? Never mind. Okay. So, Dean, you said you wanted to learn.
Oh my God. The hairs. No, take advantage of you. Exactly where I'm coming from. Someone just hit me in the head. What?
Yes, I've watched some of David Witcher.
Just so you know, we're closing in 5 minutes.
I told him I was gonna walk over to like 10 minutes. I was looking for a picture. You're working. I tell her she was gone. She was still on talking. I wouldn't wear a lot of these. Yeah, I want to have it educated.
Yeah, but like,
Snap this really
Coming here.
Just so you know.
No, that's I have the chicken cheeseburger.
you can get
Action supplies.
Yeah, I think that's what the options. So this is what I'm thinking for a master class at an entry college university level. So 25 per class, 150 per month, 500 for semester, 1,000 per year, 1,000 a year works out to 83.33 a month. So there you go. For master's class. There you go. So that's what I'm thinking of doing, putting it together. Yeah. So the dean, those are options. If I put together a master class, this is the rate. Individual private classes, 150 for a month, 5 a semester, 1,000 a year, and again 1,000 a year works out to 83.33 a month. So I'll leave that with you, Dean. But you've got the private chat info up there. So that's that. So there we go. You still here, Dean? A couple people are here still. All right. Any more questions for my chat? Dean or whoever else is on? I don't know if see somebody else. Dean, someone else is here, but I don't know who. So I can see 2 people. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. God bless you too, man. Rory's still here. Thanks, man. throw this up on X or Twitter, wherever you want to call it. Here's one for the urban. What's your view? I think replacement theology is garbage. That's what I think about that. Yeah. Replacement theology is garbage, Rory. Absolute garbage. Yes, I know what it is. Yes, I know what it is. Yes, I do. Replacement theology basically says that we replaced the Jews with when in the covenant under new covenant under grace, and that Israel is kind of lost. And I believe that if you read Romans 11, here, let's do something here fun. Let's pull up Romans 11 and see if we can argue replacement theology with Romans 11. I don't think you can. All right, let's share the screen. So you can see on the screen Romans 11 here. Yeah. Romans 11. Did God reject his people? By no means. I am an Israelite. This is Paul speaking. Myself, a descendant of Abraham from the tribe of Benjamin. God did not reject his people for whom he foreknew. Do you not know that the scriptures say in the passage about Elijah how he appealed to God against Israel? Lord, they have killed your prophets and torn down your altars. I am the only one left, and they're trying to kill me. And what was God's answer to him? I have reserved for myself 7,000 who have not bowed the knee to Baal. So too, at the present time, there is a chosen remnant chosen by grace, and if by grace, then it cannot be based on works. For if it were, grace would no longer be grace. What then? What the people of Israel sought so earnestly, they did not attain. The elect among them did, but the others were hardened. As is written, God did give over to a stupor, eyes that could not see, ears that could not hear. This very day, and David says, may their table become like a snare and trap, a stumbling block, and a retribution for them. May their eyes be darkened so they cannot see, and their backs be bent forever. Again, I ask, did they stumble so far as to fall beyond recovery? Not at all. Rather, because of their transgression, salvation has come to the Gentiles to make Israel envious. But if their transgression means riches to the world, and their loss means riches for the Gentiles, how much greater will the riches be their full inclusion bring? I am talking to you Gentiles, inasmuch as I am an apostle to the Gentiles. I take pride in my ministry in the hope that I may somehow arouse my own people to envy and save some of them. For if the rejection brought reconciliation to the world, what will their acceptance be but life from the dead? If the part of the dough offered at first fruits is holy, and the whole batch is holy, if the root is holy, so are the branches. If some of the branches have been broken off, and you know that a wild oat shoot that we grafted in among the others and now share in the nourishing sap from the olive root, do not consider yourself to be superior to those other branches. If you do consider this, you do not support the root, but the root supports you. You will say, branches were broken off so that I could be grafted in. Granted, but they were broken off because of unbelief. If you stand by faith, do not be arrogant, but tremble, for if God did not spare the natural branches, he will not spare you either. Consider then the kindness and sternness of God. Sternness for those who fell, but kindness to you, provided that you continue in his kindness. Otherwise, you also will be cut off. And if you do not persist in unbelief, and if they do not persist, that is the Jews, will be grafted in, for God is able to graft them in again. After all, you were cut out of an olive tree that is wild by nature and contrary to nature, or grafted into a cultivated olive tree. How much more readily will these, the natural branches, be grafted into their own olive tree? So, yeah, I just read that. Yeah, Paul debunks. You can see in Romans 11 that Paul clearly debunks replacement theology. It's absolute. That's why I said it's garbage. It's trash. Romans 11 makes a very, very clear case that replacement theology is not of God. So yeah, so there is simply no room for replacement theology in the church. Yeah, that's a good question. Who came up with it? I honestly don't know. I don't know who came up with it, but I have a feeling it was probably some Protestant, maybe Luther or Calvin, somewhere in that era. I think that's where it came. If it's earlier than that, I don't know. Yeah. Who came up with it? I don't know. That's a great question, though. I do not know who came up with replacement theology. But if I had to guess, it was probably some reformer. But that's just that's a shot in the dark. I honestly don't know. Roman Catholic Church? That's possible. Like I said, it could mean there's a lot of it could maybe like what's his face? Thomas of Aquinas. Or some Catholic theologian. I don't know. I really don't know who came up with it. I could be wrong, but I don't think it was the Catholic Church that came up with it. I just don't think it was them. I think they've definitely I think the Catholic Church probably co-opted replacement theology, but I don't think they came up with it. But I could be wrong about that. Maybe. That's a great question, Rory. I have no idea who came up with it. My guess it was a reformer, but I could be wrong. I really think it was a reformer. So let's Google that. Who came up with? Who invented replacement theology? Superstitionism. Nah. Hmm. Yeah, it's a good question. I'm getting Google's giving me very underwhelming. It says some guy named Justin. Some guy named Justin said, but he didn't. He. I think this guy didn't. This guy Justin did not invent. He didn't invent it. He more or less tightened it, I guess. Justin Martyr. Replacement theology. It was like late 1800s. Yeah, Justin Martyr, ironically, is cited to have. YouTube is saying he's the one that came up with a replacement. He didn't come up with a replacement theology. He kind of, what's the word? He kind of revitalized it in late 1800s, but it's been around for a while. I think the concept has been around for a long, long time. I think some people just finally got around to like making it conceptually palatable, I guess. So here, I'll share the screen with you here. Justin, here it is. This guy, again, he didn't invent it, but I think he just kind of revitalized it. So just Justin Martyr guy, which is kind of, his name's kind of ironic because he kind of came up with this. He revitalized replacement theology in the late 1800s. I think they said it was about 1885. Wow, but according to this site, The origins. Oh, here we go. Tertullian, 155 to 230 AD. Another dude, Origin, 185 to 255 AD. Problem for this one is it doesn't. The site has been taken down. I don't know. It's weird. So basically, I think the replacement theology has been floating around for a long, long, long time. Unfortunately. Yes, it's been around for a while. So, wish I could make. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make my screen a bit bigger. No, I don't know why it's still there. Shouldn't be there anymore. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, you can see it. There you go. So you can see they're closed? Okay. Sorry, I gotta cut this out. So you can see Tertullian CA 155 to 230 AD. Blame the Jews for the FGs and argue they had rejected by God. Origin 185 to 254. Alright, I gotta stop the stream.